Hello, everyone. As you come in, I'm so happy to welcome you here. I feel like we just went live not long ago, and it's true. I have heard from so many of you about the Rising Resonance series that we did here live and the replays with music and then the extended one with all the different sessions all in one video. Thank you so much for your feedback, and I so appreciate it. It was really fun. This event, though, is our monthly live stream where we come together for a healing session and questions and answers and things like that. We'll see if it's different than the series at all. And for those of you who want more live streams, I am offering October 15th through 17th. We're going to do a 3-day live streaming event. And what are we calling that? That is Get Over It, I think. How about that? Yeah, I don't know. So that's about all I can tell you about that, because these events are really about bringing through uh, my group, my team. They say we are she and she is we. They always say that to me. And so we'll see what they have to say. But welcome, everyone. Yep, yep. Oh, can everybody hear me? I hope so. Can you hear me? Let me know in the Oh, Viviani says yes. Yes. Oh, yay. Oh, woo, so excited because Jan, let me tell you, I have changed my setup a little bit. And so, woo, I was really believing I had an issue. So thank you so much. Yeah, it's great to have you all here. I'm seeing all the comments roll in. Here's the grid, and woo, yes, the grid. This is my mirrored grid. I've talked about it before in previous live streams. If you've missed that, you can check those out. But this is the grid as constructed through guidance with the Emissaries of Light. I think we might actually utilize this in the healing today, but I'm really not sure. Sometimes I get little fleeting glimpses, but I don't know if that's a preview of what we're going to do or just my own imagination. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. If you haven't requested to be in this grid, you can certainly do that in the chat. Just put your name and your animals and your family members. Only the people open to receive will actually receive, but hey, it never hurts to put in that intention, right? So I welcome you to do that. And so, yes, for those of you new, welcome, welcome. We will do this channeling of message and energy, the highest frequencies of healing energy that you can benefit from in the highest of ways will be offered to you, whether you're here with me live or you watch the replay. That's just how it works. And I know it can be kind of be mind bending to try and wrap your head around that. But you know what? Just go with it. Give it a try and make up your own mind from your own experience. It doesn't matter what other people say. What matters is if it resonates for you, with you, and follow that guidance, because I think that's what it's all about, is asking ourselves, you know, what resonates with me? Does this resonate? Does it fit? Am I excited by this? Yeah, at a very deep level. Yes. Mhm. All right, after we do that, we'll kind of come back together, try and uh, I guess, think straight a little bit. We'll see if you have questions and we'll answer those in the Ask Me Anything towards the second half of the hour. We'll be here about an hour today. That's the usual time. So I'm already a little bit out there. So why don't we just kind of get into it? Again, you know, we have new people coming in. So I want to just let everybody know that you can close your eyes. You don't have to sit and watch me. I don't play music in this live stream, but we'll edit this and we'll put just this first part without all my talking here at the beginning. We'll put that on the channel tomorrow, and we will have music to that. That way, if you like music, you can replay that one tomorrow, starting tomorrow. If you don't like music, you can come back to the live, and we'll put chapters in it too, so you know how to skip. Because I know we all want to just tune into what we're interested in. So thank you all so much for being here. Stephanie, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Good to see you. I love all the chat messages. I go through them at the end. I don't have the time to individually respond, but if you put your name in there, you're in, whether it's acknowledged or not, believe me. And your name in the grid, by the way. Yes. All right. I just feel like I need to be quiet. So let's go ahead and get started. And so sit back, relax, eyes open or closed, doesn't really matter. And now, what I'd like for you to do is just take a deep breath, knowing that you were meant to be in this place right here, right now, doing this. Everything else can wait for you. Everything else can wait. Right now, you are the priority. I'm just going to get myself settled a little bit here. The energy, of course, has begun and will only get stronger as we move forward. You are unique in this moment, and we offer this energy to you to meet with whoever you are, whatever you are going through, struggling with, caught up in. Bring it here and offer it up for transformation and healing. You do not need to suffer alone in your mind, going round and back and forth and up and down, which is the case for so many of you. This is your time to meet with us and to lay your cares out in front of you. Open your heart and we shall know what is important for you, what is important to you. And we listen to this through your vibration. We meet with you for your highest good each and every time. It can be no other way. And we transmit this energy to you. And some will ask, is it through voice? And we will say that is one way. And some will ask, is it the picture on the screen? And we will say that is one way. But we assure you we are not bound by sound and sight. For all who wish to engage with what we offer shall receive. It is simply a matter of your intention, your invitation, and we meet you. So if there is no video, and it is the middle of the night, call upon us and we shall meet you. You are worthy of this. We do not reserve ourselves for certain individuals who have done this or that, or perhaps not done this or that. All are worthy to heal and all are worthy to know who they are in light. They are light, and this knowledge is to be known by all humans. Some are remembering more quickly than others, and this is by design, so that change can be incremental, steady, and true. There is enough chaos in your world. You do not need more. We invite you to be patient with yourself. You have made great strides and come so far. Take a moment to reflect about this. For you would not be here listening to these words if you had not grown tremendously. So much of who you are today is because of the struggles of your past. And so we invite you to embrace your life, even those struggles that you have been challenged by, the pain and anguish, the trauma, have all fed into who you are now, who you know yourself to be, and what you have left to uncover. And it is a glorious transformation you have undertaken. We invite you to place your hands on your body, wherever it is that feels like a good idea. There is no right or wrong here. Do not worry. For those of you who know themselves as healers already, you may intend to connect and channel the energy that you are attuned to, that you are familiar with. And for those of you who have not had such training, today is the day. If you are in agreement. And so, with your hands placed on your body, regardless of who you know yourself to be in the healing arts, your hands are more empowered now. Claim it is so, and it is so. We place our hands within your hands, empowering you further, connecting you further. So any and all energies that you have been attuned to are strengthened and codified, recognized, and harmonized with new frequencies of energy that you may channel for yourself and others too. However, one of our messages is that healing the self heals the world. And there is much to say there, and we set that aside for now to allow your healing to commence. We stand with you. We are in your presence. Our hands are in your hands. Hands of light, hands of power and knowledge. Wisdom of the ages flows through you now. Your conscious mind may be unaware of all that you're receiving, You may be limited in what you can sense, but if you claim yourself in energy flow now with us, it is so, and it cannot be otherwise. Be in reception. Knowing all unfolds in alignment with your highest good. And you may return to this practice time and time again. If you wish to develop your skills of sensitivity to the energy and how it moves in your body, if you wish to further your healing, because returning to this energy, to this practice with us here, by being consistent with it, you will be able to feel and know the changes that you undergo. And so, if this idea resonates with you, meet us here again and again, and keep a journal of your progress. This is offered to all. There is no gateway to admission. There is no price to pay. The time has come to activate the potential of humanity. And so those who wish to step forward are invited. If it feels appropriate, you may move your hands to another location on your body, and let us continue the healing, the activation, the empowerment of you as light in a body, anchoring into the earth, a lighthouse of sorts, if you wish to imagine this for yourself. Yes, you are worthy. Some are asking, do we not need to be in a classroom? Where is the book? Don't I need more instruction than this? And we will say that healing hands have been part of humanity from the very onset of your time here on earth. A mother places hands on a child. There is healing there. You are born with this. It is in your DNA, and it is activating as we speak so that you can fulfill your potential, a potential you have not known perhaps. But you are awakening in many ways, on many levels, and the time is now to set aside the limitations that you have come to believe about yourself and your potential and your capabilities and what you are worthy of, because those days are over. And we will say those days are over when you decide they are, for your free will is intact. And the decision is yours at all times, because you are sovereign in your energy. Nothing is done to you here that you are not in agreement with. All is invitation, and you are asked to discern. You are asked to choose. And because you are sovereign, you can reverse anything you wish. And we smile because we do not believe you would wish to ever do that. But that is your right, and we must tell you that. Our point here is that you are not locked into anything when it comes to your energy. You have made agreements your entire life, and those agreements hold for as long as you allow it, because in essence, you continue to agree. You are free to not agree any longer. You are free to set new boundaries and make new agreements. No one tells you this, and so you stay in patterns that do not serve you, in patterns that lead you to unhappiness, frustration, depression, panic, and many more ways of suffering. Our message is clear, and that is you are more powerful than you have ever known. We walk with you, we teach you, we work with you on your path toward awakening to the light of who you are, who you always have been, and forever shall be. It can be no other way. You are nothing different than this. And as you embody this truth, you heal, you are a healer, you are healed. We ask you now to lift the hands from the body and place them a few inches out in front of your body, palms facing the body, energy emanating from your hands now, flowing from your hands and filling the space around your body. Creating sacred space around yourself with the highest vibrations of healing energy, of life force itself, creationary energy, surrounding you and bathing you and nurturing you, seeping into every pore of your body. Your body is energy. And in the coherence of the energy that is flowing in, around, and through you, the energy of dissonance cannot stand. The coherence of the stronger vibration entrains that of the lower. And perhaps now agree to let go of all the energy that no longer serves your highest good. Let it all go. Memories are energy. Trauma is energy. Emotions are energy. You are energy. It is simply a matter of vibration. And healing is an outpicturing of coherence. Breathe in now the energy charged with this healing energy. Breathe it in, and it rides in on your breath, engaging with your lungs, and your heart as it is carried in your blood to every cell of your body. And in this way, you are cocooned and healing as the light shines around you, into you, through you. You are healing from within at the physical level, body and blood imbued with creationary energy. Your life force purifies, entrains, becomes unified with the frequency of Source. And finally, we ask you to place your hands on your legs. Your legs move you about on your planet. If they function properly, and if they do not function properly, that is, they root you to the earth. They support you in ways that are unique to you. And they are healing now as well. But as you are on earth, you are an enlightened being. Whether you realize this in this moment or not. For you are here on earth in these times of great transformation, and that is not an accident. You are remembering the light of who you are, who you were, and forever shall be. That process is your process of this lifetime, and perhaps beyond. We invite you to accept your role as being a light being in a body and merged with the earth herself to exchange energy with her and wisdom with her. There is much for you to learn, and there is much for you to offer her in the way of energy. For as you heal, you gift her with that experience and that knowledge and the energy you no longer need. And it is a gift to her, regardless of your judgments about the energy you let go of. No, it is a gift. And release what you have to her willingly and with joy. Never with hesitation or shame. For what you give her transmutes, enlivens, and allows rebirth. So as you heal, you feed into the healing potential for our earth. All is a system here, and you are a part of that system. All is by design, and you are brilliant. You are brilliant in this. Be kind to yourself. When you are in judgment, be aware, and we invite you to choose again, letting the judgment go and returning to the truth of who you are. You are not the judgment. You never were. We will close by saying, that there is so much going on around you, through you, and for you, that you are unaware of, and if you knew, you would be frozen in awe and wonder. And as knowledge of this is in alignment with your highest good, perhaps you will learn about it. You are aware of what you are aware of because it serves your highest good. It helps you function in your life to be at this level that you are. So please do not curse your path and yearn to rush. Follow what resonates with you and know that is the goal. And as you do that, you succeed. And as you do that, you are in alignment. It is indeed the journey. It is indeed the moment that is to be focused on. The destination is not the point and shall be a culmination of these moments. So when you are in alignment in moments, you reach alignment. We thank you for taking this time to be with yourself, to listen, to feel, and to discern. Some are wanting to know what to do now when this is done. And we will say to you, you are healers as you choose it. You are compassionate as you choose it. Not that you are not these things, but what you focus on, you express more fully and completely. You may, when this is finished, place your hands on yourself at any time and call forth the healing energy that met with you in these moments. And it is so. And if you fall asleep, that is fine. You are a being of light. You do not need to worry about too much or too little. Shutting off a flow of healing energy seems a little silly. Follow what arises for you and focus, please, on healing the self. You are the common denominator of every experience that you have in your life. Imagine the potential that you hold when you heal the self. We again thank you for your presence and your attention and your willingness to listen and to discern and to decide for yourself. And when you feel ready, you may bring your attention to your body, to your senses. Open your eyes and return. All right. Well, yes, we'll be back week after next for another series of live streams. That was a little bit different. It seems to me like every time's a little bit different. And I've talked about it before. The Emissaries of Light are a group of beings. I think different ones perhaps come through at different times. Anyway, how was that for you? Did you feel the energy at all? Um, so your comments would be greatly appreciated because you're receiving. You're on the other end. So uh, yeah, we would appreciate hearing from you. Um, yeah. Hmm. Very interesting today. Yeah. Oh, the experience. My team's asking, what was the experience like for you? And it's so funny because I saw that and I thought, oh, they're asking me, but no, they're asking you. I thought it was pretty relaxing myself, but I had a lot of imagery and things like that as I was talking. So it was very neat. Yeah. Michelle said, tears of joy, gratitude, felt so much healing energy flowing through me. Ooh, lots of beautiful colors. Yeah, I've seen purple a lot lately. Yeah. Oh, wow. Thank you for that donation. So appreciated. Yeah, thank you. Um, tingling in the crown space. Let's see who said that. Jennifer. Oh, thank you for that. Lisa said, I did feel energy. It was probably just what I needed. Oh, wonderful. That's always super to hear. Um, Betty says, didn't feel as much as the EOL sessions, but I had an intense release. Oh, that's really cool. So that was also Emissaries of Light coming through. But, you make a good point because not everyone, not every session may offer you the like wow things because you're on your own path as far as what happens and what you're ready for and what you're integrating as time, for each time. So, don't ever forget that you're a variable too in the equation. You're a variable. So that's a really cool idea though about going back and repeating the videos and keep a journal. I did remember that from today, but not just this video, but even the others. Go back and I think it was Jan Chapman, I think, in the who commented a while back. It was on the Rising Resonance series. Um, that I think it was you, Jan, and I can say this because you put it in the public chat that you, I think you did anyway. Um, but you re-watched and you found such value because you could pause the video and you had your journal there. And so different things were coming to you as you were watching. And so you had the ability to pause it and then write, and which I love that idea. And that's one reason I thought, oh, I want to tell everybody that. That I just think that's a fantastic idea for people if it resonates with them for sure. Yeah, yeah. Um, oh, good. Micheline felt the energy in her hands, energy through the legs coming through now. Yeah. Awesome. Yes. Energy. Let's see. MC says, thank you. I felt the energy within my whole body. Tears flowing today for some reason. Well, oh, nice. Yes. You know, tears are so interesting, aren't they? So interesting. I think crying is awesome. Isn't it amazing how we can cry, like have a good cry, what they say, and then we feel so much better. Sometimes, right? It is possible. Hi Terry, it was powerful. I saw cobalt blue energy just before you ended. My car Merlin came to my side. Oh, cat Merlin came to my side and chirped to me and then settled between my legs as I opened my eyes. Oh, nice. I think it's cat, right? Oh gosh. Felt the energy through my hand. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much. Keep those comments coming in. Wow, it went a little bit long there. It seemed to get longer and longer as we go along. But yeah, please keep sharing in the comments. I think that's just beautiful. Um, yeah, yeah. And also thank you. I saw somebody else donated There should be links in the description too, because I know not everybody does PayPal or QR codes, but it does really help us produce videos. Yes, thank you. Yes, it's your cat, Merlin. But yeah, it's very helpful because I'm very committed to putting out free content so everyone can have it. But um, it's free on your side, not on our side, because we do have expenses. So if you're able and if it resonates with you, donations are always very, very appreciated. Um, yes, and so questions. Do we have any? I guess we should see if we have any questions. If you could just put, what do we tell them? Question in all caps or something like that. If they have any questions, they may not have any questions. Oh, let's see. Yes. We don't have too long. Questions that really apply to a lot of people are a good idea. I think we can be helpful that way. I love the Emissaries of Light too, Karen. I do too. Yeah. Thank you for that. hmm Let's see. I don't see any questions. So purple and green. Rita said, thank you, Rita. Yes, thank you. Jan, I felt the energy gently going through my body, warmth and peace. Oh, nice. Cocooned in a warm pink onesie. I'm picturing that now. That's really beautiful. That the word cocooned though. Oh, I love that. Yeah. We did a self Reiki. I did a self Reiki session, a guided self Reiki session in my mainstream Reiki community an hour before we went live here. And so it was interesting because um, what came up for me to say in that guided self Reiki for the members who came to that event was there were little inklings of that in this, but it was different. It certainly was different. Yeah. Um, yes. CC says, how to deal with resistance. Ooh, there's so many different kinds of resistance. So, I'm going to just take it this way, resistance in that you personally have, maybe. Um, and what I would say is notice where you have the resistance and invite the energy to help you through it. But for myself, yeah, for myself, I would say presence has the ability to heal. And what does that mean? I've talked about it, I think, before on one of these events. And um, for me personally, what I will notice is, I have different thoughts, through the day, like anybody. And if something comes up for me that is a little uncomfortable, like maybe it's a memory of, like, I said something once to somebody, or I didn't take an action, or whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. But when you react to something in your life and it's like, ugh, like you're resisting it, like you don't really want to go there, notice that, because that is actually an invitation. It's actually an invitation for healing to happen. And when you notice it, have the intention to let the floodgates open and let the energy work with that with you. I hope that makes sense, because what our reaction to that often is that we just want to move past it. It's like, oh, give me something different to think about, or oh, I'm going to look over here. We try to divert our attention away from it. And so the healing happens when we don't do that. Yes. Personal resistance. I think that's so hilarious. That must be YouTube, right? Like face red, droopy eyes. Yes, personal resistance. The other thing is, if it's resistance about getting a certain thing done, what I would say is, again, you're aware about that, you know that, and you just have to ask yourself, what do I need right now to move forward? What do I need right now to push through this? I mean, if you know you wanna push through it, right? I hope that's helpful. Yeah. We don't ask ourselves enough what we need in that moment, and we tend to default to our thinking mind or what that was we read on Instagram that that other person does, it's like, forget all that. Ask yourself, "What do I need right now in order to do this?" Ask yourself. Yes. I hope that was helpful, Cece. Any other questions? I have a few more minutes. Is, everything if everything is okay. If everything is consciousness, what is consciousness when there is nothing to be so I can't answer that at the moment. That's just too philosophical and a rabbit hole. So, I'm just really not gonna go there. I would say everything's energy. Everything isn't conscious necessarily, but, we could write a novel about that, and, I'm just gonna move on to the next question, I'm sorry. I feel down, what to do? Um, one I feel down naturally, what to do, how to lift myself up again. What helps a lot of people is nature. I talked about nature recently. Oh, it was yesterday in a mentoring session with someone. But nature, I think it all runs together. So nature can be a reset for a lot of people, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be, you know, staring at a flower, noticing the flower. It could be actually watching a nicely done animal type program on TV or on your computer and really just taking it in. There is so much order and intelligence in nature. In the transmission today, they talked about coherent energy, coherent vibration. Nature has that. And so when you're in nature, it helps attune your energy to a more coherent state. And nature doesn't ask anything of you, there's no expectation. When you hold a leaf and admire a leaf on a tree and the beauty and the organization and how that is amazing and how it takes the sun's energy and makes its own energy to thrive. I mean, that's a miracle, isn't it? That is beautiful. So if you'll allow yourself to let go of the thinking mind and the routines and the shoulds and maybe just engage more with nature because and maybe I'm saying that too because you said I feel down naturally. And the other thing is see if you can identify a practice, an activity, um, something that lifts you and do more of that and support yourself in that way. I hope that that's helpful, Rose and Jack. Yeah, maybe one more question. Yeah. How to stay connected with the light of oneness. Your focus and intention. That's really what I would say because oftentimes we're just focused on other stuff. And so you're going to feel disconnected. If you want to feel connected, choose that. How do you do that? When you wake up in the morning, think about this. Think about your desire to be connected and then claim it for yourself. I now claim myself in the light of oneness, knowing who I am, who I have always been, and who I shall forever be. I download the wisdom, the light, the energetic frequencies to empower my day, to keep me centered, to heal and restore my physical body, my mind, and my spirit. I am a force upon this earth light anchored and in motion. I am here. I am here. I am here. Or something like that. Just an idea. I hope that's helpful. But when you focus on things, there's energy there because you're powerful. Yeah. Maybe one last question. Can the Reiki get ruined if I get distracted? Nope. Nope. I've done so many sessions where I was making my grocery list and I went, oops. And then I refocused on the person. We're humans, we have a human experience. And I do not believe that limits us. I believe that empowers us. But unfortunately, we have a tendency to look down upon our human traits, you know, and we have an idea potentially that we have to hold ourselves to some standard in order to blank when it comes to spirituality and things like that. I just don't believe that. I'm sure if you do believe that, you are, then influencing things for yourself. So I would invite you to let go of those limiting beliefs. Because here's the thing, children can learn Reiki. Do you think if a child, and they do beautiful healing sessions, you know, if you're a child and you're, 8, do you really think that they're like Zen doing the healing work? Oh, I'm sure they're thinking about all kinds of things. Anybody can learn Reiki, right? That means anybody can practice Reiki. You don't have to meditate on a mountaintop for 10 years or, go through some kind of a spiritual obstacle course or whatever in order to prove you're worthy to learn Reiki and practice Reiki effectively. There's none of that. It doesn't matter. So it follows that if anybody can learn it, anybody can do it. And distraction is part of the human experience. The key is notice that you're distracted and then refocus on your session. That brings in awareness and choice into that equation. So just do that and don't get mad at yourself. When you find that you're distracted, it's like a mindfulness meditation. Don't ever beat yourself up. Just refocus. The thing to celebrate is that you noticed, because out in the world, there are a lot of people out there that they don't notice. They don't notice what they're thinking of, and they don't question things. Can you imagine how hard people like us are on ourselves in comparison to some people out there? I mean, we rake ourselves over the coals. We think we've got to do this and that and jump through that hoop and do that and be, the complete example of a spiritual enlightened person. And, oh, I got to have dinner on the table at 6. And, oh, I got to get the laundry done and vacuum and, oh, pay those bills and, oh, go to work too. Come on, you know, our human self and our human life is not something to divorce ourselves from or not want or not value. That's part of the equation of these times and who we are. And so the main thing is awareness. Doing all of this with eyes wide open and wide awake, observing yourself and allowing yourself to be a work in progress, and knowing that you're fully capable. Fully capable. You're not being punished because you're distracted. Your client's not going to be punished because you're distracted, because in essence, that's really what you're saying. There's no punishment in Reiki. It is the energy doing the healing, not you. So notice when you're distracted and refocus. That's it. That's it. Yeah. I hope that's helpful. Yeah. Everybody can do it. Everybody can. Thank you all so much. It's noon. Yes. Oh, and one last thing too. A lot of people have been asking me, well, can I have a session with you? And, I do mentoring sessions and channeling sessions for people, but I have some people on my website that I trust and I recommend for Reiki sessions, and we call them the featured practitioners. I even highlighted Margot Davis in the newsletter this month. If you missed the newsletter, it just came out. You might like it, so sign up for it. Um, but Margot is amazing. She is a woman I wish I was related to. Put simply, I love her energy. She's so caring and compassionate. And so if you want to have a Reiki session, I highly recommend the individuals on that list. It's a very short list because if you've been around me for very long, I don't recommend things that I don't believe in. Um, so you might want to check them out. Featured practitioners on the Mainstream Reiki website. Oh, there's a link right there for you. But Margot is lovely. The others on the list are lovely as well. Um, and they all offer distance sessions, so it doesn't matter where you live. Anyway, the main thing is that you find support and healing and whatever it is that resonates with you right now to help you move forward. Thank you all so much. And I guess that's it. I'll see you next month. I don't even know the date, but we'll put it out there for you. It's got to be, let's see, Halloween is the 31st. That's a Friday. So the 1st is a Saturday. 2, 3, 4, probably the 6th of November. I don't know, but we'll see you then. Thank you all so, so much for being here. And I'll see you out there. Until next time.